My heart was a house I built for them, brick by brick, room by room. But they locked the door and left me outside, staring through the windows at a party I paid for. My name's Alex Carter. I'm 29, and last summer my family taught me the cruelest lesson of my life. Love can be a currency they spend without ever paying you back. I was always the fixer, the one who untangled Christmas lights, rebooted routers, and covered the tab when everyone forgot their wallets. I didn't mind. It felt like love, like I was needed. 6 months ago, my mom, Diane, decided we needed a grand family reunion, a Caribbean escape to celebrate her 60th birthday. One last adventure, she called it, her voice bright with nostalgia. 17 of us, my parents, my sister Claire, her fiancé, my cousins, aunts, uncles, their kids. I was the one who made it real. I spent nights hunched over my laptop, the glow burning my eyes, piecing together flights, a sprawling beach villa, a catamaran tour. My fingers ached from typing. "Alex, you're a wizard at this," Mom said, her hand on my shoulder, her coffee breath warm against my cheek. "Book it all. We'll square up later." I believed her. I always did. My card took the hit. $22,000 for flights, rooms, extras. I told myself it'd even out. That was my first lie. Weeks passed. Nobody paid me back. Claire said her paycheck was delayed. My cousin Noah swore he'd get me next week. My dad, gruff as always, mumbled, "Talk to your mother." Only Aunt Mara sent her share, with a note that read, "Don't let them take you for granted, Alex." I laughed it off, but her words stuck like a splinter. Then, 4 days before takeoff, I got a call at work. Mom's voice was tight, like she was reading a script. "Alex, sweetie, there's been a mix-up. The flight, it's full. We couldn't get your seat." My stomach dropped. I pulled up the reservation on my phone, hands shaking. There it was, my name, my ticket, my seat. 15C. "Mom, I booked it myself. It's right here." She sighed, quick and sharp. "It's complicated, honey. You can join us later, maybe." Later. That word hit like a slap. I went home, sat on my couch, the hum of the city outside my window like a pulse I couldn't match. I checked the villa booking. My name was still on the door, Alex's suite. But then Claire texted me a photo. The family at the airport, grinning, boarding passes in hand. No mention of me. Just a palm tree emoji and number sign Paradise Bound. That night, I didn't sleep. I scrolled through their posts, cocktails by the pool, my uncle grilling shrimp, my cousins laughing on the beach. My money paid for every sip, every laugh, every goddamn sunset they chased. Then an email landed, the final invoice. My card was still linked. $22,000 pending. I could still see their faces in that photo, smiling like I didn't exist. I sat there, the weight of it crushing my chest. I thought of every time I'd said yes, every favor, every "don't worry, I've got it." I'd been their ATM, their errand boy, their invisible glue, and they'd left me behind like an afterthought. So I made a call, not to them, to the bank. My voice was steady, colder than I knew it could be. "Unauthorized charges," I said. I was excluded from a trip I paid for. I sent the screenshots, the villa invoice with my name, the flight manifest with my seat canceled, their smug posts. The bank rep didn't hesitate. "We'll reverse the charges. Your account's frozen for now." By morning, their group chat exploded. Claire, "Alex, what happened to your card?" "The hotel's freaking out." Mom, "They're saying we owe the full amount now, or we're out." Noah, "Dude, fix this. They're locking the villa." My phone buzzed like a hornet's nest, but I let it. I watched the messages pile up, confusion, then panic, then blame. My dad's voicemail was the worst. "You've humiliated us, Alex, your mother's sobbing. Fix this, or you're no son of mine." I replayed it, his voice like gravel in my chest. I didn't want this at first. I just wanted to be seen, to be wanted. But they'd shown me who they were, so I showed them who I could be. I drafted one email, cold and precise, to the resort, the airline, the tour company, every receipt, every confirmation, every proof that I'd been erased. The resort responded first. We're processing a full refund to your card, Mr. Carter. The remaining guests will need to settle the balance immediately. The airline followed. Your ticket was removed without consent. We're refunding you and revoking the group discount. All passengers must now pay full fare. They're still there, last I heard, crammed into a budget motel with no AC, no pool, no wow paradise bound. Claire's last text was a plea. Mom's not eating. Why would you do this to us? I almost replied, almost asked why they smiled while leaving me behind. But I didn't. I'm done being their shadow. For the first time, I feel the weight of my own worth, not in dollars, but in the silence I reclaimed. I built their dream, and they burned mine down. Now they're learning what it costs to forget someone like me. Have you ever been taken for granted? Betrayed by the people you'd bleed for? Tell me in the comments. I'm reading everyone. And if you've ever had to rebuild yourself from someone else's ashes, hit that subscribe button. This is just the start of my story.